Hello Aries, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the They My Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I already shuffled. Relationship first, single second. What do we have? Aries. Ten of Wands. Usually burdens, but when I see these, it's like a burden. It's a burdened situation that leads eventually to success. You might drop a few things along the way. I don't feel like this person is dropping anything. It depends on the deck. Another deck I used, it shows the Ten of Wands with somebody dropping some of the wands. I'm noticing this person has all their wands securely fastened. It's just, it's a big load, but they are able to make it with this load. They are going to succeed with their load. They are going to make it to the goal. It's just going to take some doing. It's going to take some effort. And I feel like that's what's going on here. I'm getting a lot of pentacle energy with your partner too, by the way, which makes me feel like they're very stubborn. They don't want to move forward. I don't know if this might be uncharacteristic of this person. It might be. It depends on what you're dealing with. They're saying whether that's characteristic of this person usually or not. For this situation, they're stubborn. How's that? Because I'm getting they don't want to move forward. I'm getting that very strongly. They don't want to move forward. They're feeling like it's going to be a fruitless venture forward. Now let me show you some cards because I know I'm neglecting that. They got the Knight of Pentacles and they've got, is it the King? Yep. Now these aren't bad cards, but I'm getting like they are on a certain path. They're going a certain direction and they're trying very hard to keep it on that direction. And they got magical powers here, which is reminiscent of the Magician card in a tarot deck, in my opinion. So I'm getting they're doing everything they can, pulling all their resources to keep it on track with what they want. So that's where the stubborn energy is coming in. They're going a certain direction. That's where they want things to go. I'm getting, with you, your cards are a little bit more separate, I'm noticing. You got the Two of Pentacles at first. You're trying to present options. You're trying to show different things that could happen here. You want things to change a little bit. And I'm also seeing you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you have two Pentacle cards as well, yet you seem to be in opposition of your partner. You want a little bit of change here, and you're looking like down the road this could pay off better. This could work out better for both of you. That's the Queen of Pentacles, and you're trying to show these options. You're trying to show like we could do something differently, and it could work out better for us. What that's being met with is the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. Your partner is just not having it. Very, very articulate here. The Five of Swords energy with the King of Energy is telling me your partner is saying that they don't think it could work out, but they don't think it's worth it. They think it would be a lot of wasted effort. The Five of Swords is usually a fruitless victory card. They're very articulate and they're defending against it. They do not want it. No. They want to stay on the same path. They're like, we already know what we're going to do. We've already set this in motion. I don't want to change direction. I don't want to do that. No. No, 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 no. I'm getting a bunch of no's. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now, are you going to win this ultimately? I get you are. Which makes me laugh. Maybe because I have some energy that's connected with Aries. Like, I definitely have Aries going on in my chart. Let's put it that way. Even though I'm a Pisces, I have a strong line of Aries going on there. And it just kind of makes me laugh because I know that energy, and just like when you really believe in something and you don't want to give up, it can be like a pit bull. You can't let go of that toy. You're not gonna let go of that toy. It's my toy. I'm not letting go of my toy. It's kind of the energy I'm feeling here, and it kind of makes me laugh because I'm just like, you really want this to happen, and you're not giving up. You're going up against the Emperor because that's their challenge card. The thing is, you're going up against the Emperor with the Ace of Wands. Your challenge card is the Ace of Wands. Their challenge card is the Emperor card. They're feeling like they're right. They feel like this is the best way to do this. How are you winning this? I feel like you are, though, and I feel like that's another reason I think this is funny. You have such strong opposition. You have 2 kings and the emperor, and you have 2 queens, a king, and the ace. You're still winning out. I guess that's more evenly matched than I'm realizing, but you still seem to be winning out. The trick here is not to try to force the emperor. That's the trick. Because the challenge card is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is too much. Pushing too hard. Pushing too much. What might be more of a challenge for an Aries, and I'm going to say this with a bit of humble energy myself, because I know I do this. It's kind of like that Pitbull energy. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. They're saying the Ace of Wands is just making this more of an uphill battle for you. It's kind of one of those things where you're trying and you're not making any, you're not able to get through, you're trying, and they're saying you need a moment to pull back. Pull back and relax. Because I do see you're going to win this out. You need to pull back and relax and just take that broader view. Because I do see spiritually you have that King of Wands energy. You've already made up your mind. You're gonna win this. You're gonna make this change. Oh, you're not gonna relent. I just feel like you're not gonna relent. If this reading is hitting with you, if it's hitting with you, it's a general read, but you're not gonna relent. You've already made up your mind. This will happen. So the advice here, not give up, but pull back your energy. Because you're going at it the same way over. It's not working. Pull back, relax, give the situation a moment to breathe. Because I'm getting what happens next that seems to be turning the tide is the Ten of Cups. You seem to be just pulling in some positive energy with this person, getting this person to just enjoy some time with you. I feel like there's other people involved. It's just having a good time. And what I'm seeing you do is the Aphrodite's love. This is with your partner. You got the Aphrodite love spell with the Queen of Cups, which don't get caught up in the gender here, but it's just kind of like you're sweet-talking them a bit. I feel like you're sweet-talking them a bit, and you're winning them over, which it still makes me laugh. I'm just like, all this effort, all this no, and you're just like, yes, and they're like, no, and you're like, yes, and you pull back, and it's just a nice time together, you're getting along, and then you just kind of sweet-talk them into it. I don't know how else to say it. Like, you're talking them into it. You're just pleading your case, kind of like, I really think this would work out, and this is why, and I can help you with this, and this would be easier for you. You're really being very gracious with it, too, like how much this is going to benefit them, how good this is. Aphrodite's love spell with the Queen of Cups. You're emotionally winning them over, and they're agreeing. I'm still thinking this is quite interesting how this is working. The pulling back, the having a good time, you just seem to talk them into it. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're doing it. I don't really see how I just see you being really nice, complimenting them, but the truth. You're complimenting with the truth. And you're also just showing it how it's going to benefit them, how you're showing them all the good things for them. I'm getting, this is another way I feel like this is another way you're talking them into it. Their side is too crazy. Whatever they're going through, they've got a lot going on. I feel like your partner has a lot going on. And by you changing direction, you also take on some of the responsibility. That's the thing. That's how you're talking them into it. Because you're taking on some responsibility. They have so much going on around them. I feel like their life is a little chaotic right now. And it's the best possible decision for them to let you take on some of this. And if you're going to take on some of this, if they let you do what you want to do, then they know you're going to follow through with it and they don't have to worry about it. Not that they would have to anyway. But like, if you're presenting the plan and what you want to happen, and they go along with it, not only will you take on some of that responsibility from them, but they don't have to worry about it as much. They're not completely out of the picture, clearly, but I feel like they're giving you more responsibility, or you're taking more responsibility for part of the situation, and you're getting what you want, and you're taking off stress from them. It's the best possible decision for both of you. You get what you want, they get to relinquish some responsibility, which they need to. The Five of Wands is telling me their life seems like it's a little crazy. I don't think that's you. I just feel like there's other things around here that are a little crazy that's going on in their life. They need to relax. They need to calm it down a bit. You taking on some of this, and they have confidence, like, well, if I just give into it, you'll take on some of this responsibility, and I don't have to worry about it as much. And you know what? It'll still work out. And I feel like they're being very stubborn. As long as you're coming at them in a very strong yes, yes, yes energy, it seems like that's the reason why they're holding. They feel like they're being forced. They won't relent because they feel like the more you're insistent, the more they have to be resistant. The more you're insistent, the more they have to be resistant. Is whatever. You know what I mean? This is becoming quite the comical read. And I feel like once you relent and you're more conducive with what they want, it just goes your way. It's kind of like lessening the Ten of Wands burden for them. That's a part of it. And I know we came into that in the beginning. Listen, I'm going to let it be that instead of hashing it to death. I'm like, that's interesting. I like how that plays out. Like, that plays out well. Let's do Aries single and see what we got for single Aries. What do we have for single Aries? Messages for single Aries, messages for single Aries, messages for single Aries. What do we have for single Aries? Empowering information that helps them move forward the way they want to. Single Aries. Well, that's a good card to have. Whoa, there's another good one. Let's see what we end up with here. I like what I'm seeing here. For a love read, you got two excellent cards. One of them is the Lover's card. The other one is the Ace of Cups. You also have the Nine of Cups showing up here and the King of Wands. I feel like all of these are going to your benefit. All right. So, I already said the Lover's card is here. It's at the top of your reading. So love is here. It's popping in. Someone's popping into your life here. Now, when I'm pulling in the Seven of Pentacles, if this reading, of course, is hitting with you, it's a general read, but you've wanted love to come in earlier than this, but I'm getting your life was just not in a place where it was quite ready for it. And just to be fair, this could be the flip side of the coin. Maybe the other person was just not in a space quite yet. But I'm feeling like that Lover's card pulling in, and especially the Nine of Wands right at the bottom here, it's kind of like whatever the preparations that needed to be done, preparation time is done. It's time to bring it in. And I'm getting the Page of Pentacles right with the King of Wands. This person is coming right into your life. Someone is very, very passionate here. Could it be you? All right, we'll go left and right on this. Depending on the situation, somebody's not very shy. Not that you're shy. Well, I don't know. Aries, typically, I don't feel is a shy energy. But somebody's making it quite clear what they think and what they want. And there's a mutual attraction here. So I'm getting, even if the other person comes at you first, you meet that with equal intensity. Or vice versa. Whatever way it comes in, whoever starts the conversation, both sides are very much into it. Now, the King of Wands shows up here, but it's with the Page of Pentacles, which is saying the interest, the spark, comes right off the bat. Not a problem. The Page is telling me there's still a lot to be worked out here. This is not an easy situation. There might be a distance thing involved. There might be a very strenuous work schedule, maybe a strenuous family life, something going on here where this is not going to be a slam dunk right off the bat, but the chemistry with the Lover's card is coming in, and I'm getting right off the bat to your thoughts are the Knight of Swords. There are challenges right off the bat. One way or another, there are definitely challenges. The Lover's card is showing up, so the chemistry is there, the love is there, but your thoughts are with the Nine of Swords. You're worried, like, even though it's there, is this doomed just from the beginning? And I'm going to show you where the Ace of Cups is, too. It's right here where you're standing. You feel it for this person. Even though you're thinking this might be doomed from the beginning, you still want to try, is what I'm getting. And I just also want to say, even though I feel like this is going fast, so I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit. The Magician is in the environment. This person coming towards you is very much about trying to make a way for this to work out. They want to find a way. They want this to work out. It feels like they're in the same boat as you. They've been waiting for a while. They want the right one. They don't find somebody every day that they feel this way about. They want to find a way to make this work out. The Magician, with the organization especially, they're looking to find a way to get this to work out, be it distance or something else, some other factor that's causing a challenge here. They're convinced there's a way to work this out. There's a way to make this happen. When you go through the next set of cards, I'm seeing the Seven of Cups with the Health card. The two of you have to sit down or at least talk on the phone, or you have to have an in-depth conversation, is what I'm getting with the Seven of Cups, to really go through what's going on in each of your lives, what possibilities are here. The Health card is telling me you're both looking at this very realistically, whether it be distance, family life, work life, whatever it might be. You're both putting it right out there on the table, what challenges you have and what things you have to deal with, and you're saying, like, how can you work around those things? And if you can't work around them, are there ways to change or create some openings where there aren't any currently? There's a lot of talking, a lot of very intimate conversations, more about working things out than about romance. The passion is already there. It's just working out, can this happen? The two of you are working very diligently because you both equally want this to happen. So I feel like what's happening here, you're both finding a way to make this work. Now, as you go forward, the last set of cards I've got for this reading, have I touched on the rest of them? I have. You got the Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups with the Trust card. What I'm getting here, the Two of Pentacles is telling me you're finding ways, you're trying out ways to get this to work, but you're going to have to try a few different times is what I'm getting. The two of you are going to have to dicker with it a little bit to get it to actually find a good pattern here. Some way where the two of you can see each other. It might be one of those situations where you're going to have to take it week by week and just see what type of openings you have to see each other, see what you can work out. You're going to kind of have to take it as it comes. But I'm getting the farther you get down this road, the easier it gets. And the Nine of Cups is telling me both of you are working together and you're both seeing the commitment from each other to make this work out. I'm also getting here the Trust card on top of it. It's like, it's going to work out. You just got to trust that even though you can't see the long-term resolution, if you take it step by step, week by week, you will get there. It just might be, especially in the beginning, just kind of playing it by ear, just to kind of like week by week, just see what's available. And I get, as time goes on, it's going to even out, it's going to iron out, it's going to get smoother, it's going to get easier. The opportunities are going to get more plentiful, and it's not going to be as much of a challenge down the road. It's just getting into it at first. It may be more of a juggling act. It's just going to get easier as time goes on. That's it. I feel like that was a good one. I like this one. All right. I hope that one was... I think I've said it in a couple other... I'm trying to make them not as long because a couple people told me that, they're seeming a little long and they watch a few different readers, so I'm trying to condense them. I hope this is working, and we'll find out from the comments if people like these or not. So, thank you for watching. If you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.